I was on mute. Hello. A little bit of rush today. And I spilt some water on the table. Whoops. It's a little bit weird here because I've changed the I've moved the desk around, so it's a little bit different. You'll be seeing a different view. In fact, I don't know if you can see.
No coders.
We have a rack. So that'll be one of the projects that I'm doing. I don't know, some months from now. We got a server rack. Okay, so we want to be dealing with some how to code well stuff today, and we're working on the phase 2. Let's get into this view. Working on phase 2. Can't believe phase 1 is out. There's a number of issues, number of bugs, and there's obviously some features that I want to add. It's quite a big phase, actually, this second phase. Quite a big bump. Thank you very much for following Cyber App. Awesome. Thank you for being here. Hope you're having a good weekend. So, yeah, I think probably the best thing to do is to go through Jira. And then I can show you the issues that we're dealing with. This is phase 2. The emphasis on phase 2 is all about the tutorial page. Let's just go to the actual website. I'll do this locally first. So this is the website. This is the platform for How to Code Well. It's live. Go to howtocodewell.net. You can see that it's live. It's the front end's built in Gatsby, obviously, and the back end is a headless CMS in Symfony that we created. Okay, so one of the biggest changes in this phase is the fact that when I click on one of these things and then click on into this, it will take me straight to the YouTube playlist. Whereas what I would like to do in this phase is have the ability to choose the account. At the moment, I'm only offering free account, so you would hit Start Learning to Code, and you can either register or log in. So let's just quickly log in. Then you would have the dashboards. This is what we were doing last week. So you would have your dashboard here. All of these features will be added soon. So updating profiles, updating security. If I clicked on one of these, it should take me to this coming soon section. Excuse me. Same with the courses. And now if I was to click on a course and then I actually clicked on the course, what I would like is for it to actually have the player. Now obviously this looks terrible. Terrible. I've been working on strictly the mobile view at the moment. Excuse me. So there's a lot of work that needs to happen in here, and also there's some bugs that I can see. For instance, these little pills here. These should actually show the duration, the time of each of the tutorials. So there's an issue with that I will need to have to deal with in this phase. But also, there's a bunch of bugs. So these three: fix redirection of internal links, replace favicon with the HTCW icon. Can you see that that's the HTCW icon? And yet on the live site, it's still the old ghost icon. And also adjust the meta descriptions. There's obviously other bugs and other issues that I need to do, but this is what I'm going to cover in phase 2. So we were playing with last time we turned off the half-built features, which are the profile edit, the security edit, and the My Courses section. So we used feature flags to turn those off, and that's perfectly fine. So when we come to building those features, I'll turn them back on again, and then we can, develop those, and then get those out. we then worked on this one here, which was as a free user, I want to view all the tutorials in a course. So this is me now. This is talking about the fact that instead of it being redirected to YouTube, it has the internal player, right? So like as I showed you before, on the live site, if I clicked on here, it's going to take me straight to YouTube on the playlist. But now if I go to this site, we actually have the player inside, right? So this is the biggest feature in this release, in this phase. This user story here has all of these tasks. So create a tutorial video player, create a list of tutorials, create a tutorial description, and then create the get code link to coming soon. These two have been done. Create some acceptance tests around this. Link to my courses. The link in my courses goes to the courses page. That still needs to be done. So we've got a number of things. We're about 37% clear on this, but we've still got a lot to do here. But I'm thinking what I want to do today, to begin with, is actually tackle some of these issues. Because I was thinking earlier that if I needed to, I could just turn off this feature in feature flags and fix these issues, you know. So what I'm going to do is deal with the meta descriptions. I just want to investigate this first, why the meta descriptions are wrong. Because at the moment I have no idea. Just going to knock the sound down a wee bit. Excuse me. Okay, so I want to deal with the meta descriptions today, and I'll put this over here because we're not dealing with this at the moment. We're still working within the branch for this particular sprint, and this is the wrong project, isn't it? This is the actual API. We don't want to be dealing with that. We want to be dealing with the portal. There we go. Okay, so how do I find the descriptions for this? I guess if I was to come out of responsive, and then if I went to the home page, and then if I clicked on this stuff, let's get this onto the right hand side. There we go. And I'm not worried about that too much. It's the head stuff that I want to be dealing with. Excuse me. So, where is the description? There's got the meta name, the theme color. That's the title. This is the description. Here we go. So the meta description: a starter template to build amazing static websites with Ghost and Gatsby. If you didn't know. This site has a Gatsby blog, and so I used the Ghost template starter to actually start building this out, and therefore it's still got a load of defaults, and one being the default meta description. So I want to change that to something, but I'm not sure where it is in the code. Oh, this sounds a bit lively music. Yeah, so I wouldn't know. So that's what I want to do today, is kind of investigate where that is, and dig around, I guess. Yeah, I've got no idea. Where would you start with this? I suppose you would start on the layout. So you would go pages. Let's start from the index, and then you got metadata here. Metadata is a component. This kind of looks like the thing, I suppose. If we loaded that component, this builds a static query, and it's using a GraphQL query. All Ghost settings, edges, node, title, and description. Why is my phone rumbling? Bear with me a minute. It's just a Twitch notification just catching up. By the way, you're live. Do you want to manage your mobile dashboard? That's all right. Yeah, so I guess it's wherever that's defined. All ghost settings. Now, with GraphQL and Gatsby, of course, you can do this. You can go and check out GraphIQL. So let's go and do that. So I'm guessing, and now I've never done this before. Well, I have done GraphQL before, obviously, but I've never changed the meta descriptions or things. So, and gone this sort of down this rabbit hole. So you'll have to bear with me. I'm guessing it's this thing here. We'll get rid of all of this for a second because that's not what we need. And okay, it's now pulling back the ghost settings 1. Okay. And I guess what we need is perhaps the description. Let's see what's in that node. Thoughts, stories, and ideas. Okay, maybe this is not the thing I'm looking for. Maybe this isn't. Let's have a look at that. Nope, it's the same thing. Okay. Maybe it's hard-coded. I mean, maybe it's hard-coded. I don't know. Let's go back to the wherever the site is, and let's search for. Let's edit the attribute. Let's do a copy, and I guess we could just search for that code for that. So if we do this in all, is that going to bring anything up? No. Let's do find in path. That might pick something up. Let's do it in src. In project. Here we go. Siteconfig.js. This is looking interesting. Where does this live? This lives in utils siteconfig. Utils siteconfig. Utils siteconfig. Okay, right. So it's got the module.exports, site URL, site domain. Do not include a trailing slash. Interesting. Posts per page, site title meta. That is the thing I guess we want to change. Short title. Site icon, logo in the static directory used for SEO, RSS, and app manifest. Okay. So I'm guessing if we change this to something else, like something like learn to code with how to code well. Something like that. And save that. It looks like it's done a hot reload. Meta cards and stuff. I'm looking for description. Where are you, description? Where did that go? Learn to code, here we go. Learn to code, okay, so that changed. But obviously I want this to change per page, right? So, for instance, does anything change if I click on here? It's the same one. Alright, what about, as it's a ghost thing, let's see if we go to the blog. That's still that. Let's click on a blog article. Right, here we go, description. There are times when you have to say, oh, okay, right. So the description has changed to the excerpt of this. So I'm guessing if I came out of this, that's not so bad. I mean, it's not marvelous, but yeah. Okay, we'll leave. Okay, that's good. All right. Okay. And then that goes back to learn. Okay, so that fixed that. That was quicker than I thought, to be fair. Okay, there's other things I'm noticing here, like, for instance, the Twitter URL. All of that needs to change. Right, the site URL. I'm guessing this needs to change to howtocodewell.net. So has anything changed? Can't see anything. Aha, here we go. There we go, that changed. How do I change that though? Twitter URL. This site config doesn't have all the... Let's change that to short title. Used for app manifest. So hey, HTCW. Right. Okay. So how do I change things like the Twitter image and the and other things like that? Because there's still a lot that's coded to Ghost. Like that, for instance, twitter.site URL. Let's have a little noodle around. So that's site config. Is there anything? Could I? That must be hard coded somewhere. Try Ghost. There must be something either hard coded or in the GraphQL. So let's dig that out. Look for try Ghost. Aha. Okay. Article meta. Okay, it's not really an article. Not really an article. From @tryGhost. I mean, that's not even a thing. That's a package. Okay, let's. What else could I look for? We've done SRC. Could there be anything in, say, plugins? Might be. Let's have a look. In fact, I suppose what I should do is just do in project. So generate feed, package.lock, package JSON. Maybe it's a GraphQL. Yeah, maybe it is. Let's have a look at that. Let's go back to that. So let's just pick out Ghost. Facebook ID. Facebook. Do we have anything for? We got Twitter. Oh, that might be the thing. Let's click on this. Here we go. Here we go. So how do I change that? How do I change that? Is this coming from... Would this be pulled down from the content management system? Might be. So this is obviously being pulled down like from somewhere. And we can see this in... Is it in here? If we scroll to the top here, all Ghost pages, all Ghost tags, authors page. I'm looking for settings. No, not happening. Okay, maybe it's not in there. Gatsby config. Okay, no, this beats me now. Where else could it be? That's the blog stuff. That's the tag stuff. That's the tutorial stuff. That's the courses stuff. That's the pages stuff. Could it be in here? No, I'm kind of like needle and haystack type thing here, to be honest. Let's have a look at, say, it's still in the meta stuff, right? So let's go back to the home page. So if we go to pages and then where are you? Where are you? Index. There we go, homepage. And then go back into the metadata. So, of course. So this is how it's pulling down the title and the description. Okay, but how's it pulling down things like the Twitter node? Website meta. Website meta. What's that? That's article meta. What's website meta? What's that about? Okay, so then we do all ghost settings edges node, and then we get all the ghost settings, and all the ghost settings would be based on the prop types, Twitter. And this looks like the magic. This looks like where it's going. So we've got Twitter title, Twitter description, Twitter URL, site and creator. Right, so this is coming from settings.twitter, and settings would be defined, I guess, up here, right? So you, in website meta, you would pass that in. Am I able to hack this up, or is this? Yeah, I can. It's not a like anything in node modules folder. That's fine. Okay. So I could either, there's one or two things that I could do here. I need to find out where this is. I need to find out where this lives. It looks like it's being used a lot here. So it's a fragment, of course it is. And this fragment lives in src utils, so basically where we were before. Utils. Where are we living? Just in fragment.js. It's here. Okay, so I've kind of gone around the houses a bit. Hey, Mr. DB303, thank you for joining. Hope you're having a good weekend. I might be looking a little bit red in the face. Different colors going on here. It's because I've moved the desk around. Which gives me the freedom to do this. So I've got more space in the office, which is great. But it does mean that the lighting is a bit different because I no longer have the softbox light here. But also, check this out. Check this out. So it's a bit darker, but check this out. See that? That is our rack. That is the How to Code Well rack that will be slowly being built and developed. So at the moment there's a patch panel in there. So yeah, and I can show you a little bit of my office. Just a little bit. Okay, let's get back to it. Right, so it's this fragment here. This is the fragment that we're looking for. It's got Twitter and other bits and pieces. But the thing is, the thing that's confusing me a little bit, these so-called fragments are fields we query on each template. A fragment makes queries a bit more reusable. So instead of typing and remembering every possible field, you can just use blah, 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 blah. That makes sense. My question is, where do I get this information from? That's the thing. Like, where is this being pulled down? It must be being pulled down from the How to Code Well Ghost repo somewhere. What mixer have I got? Oh. It's a Behringer. I'm just going to get the exact model number. X1 204 USB. Do I recommend it? I think it's more complicated than I need it to be, and I think that was my fault. So anyway, right, I'm gonna have a little look and see on the actual website. So I'm gonna just bring out a tab. I'll put it down here for a second, whilst I have a little nosy. Bear with me a minute, because I need to jump onto... Which port does it go in? This one. I'm going to have a little nosy around the Ghost settings, because this is obviously being pulled down from somewhere. So why? Hang on a minute. This isn't. Oh, I've got it running on across a subdomain. Of course I have. Okay, bear with a minute. What did I call that? Oh dear. Is it this? How to with that port? Sorry, I'm doing a lot of stuff off stream at the moment. Just to... Here we go. Here we go. And then if I... There it is. And can I remember my password? Yes. Sweet! Alright. So I'm now in the Ghost backend. I'm not going to show you this on stream, but I'm going to have a little look around. Right, I'm going to change that to be how to code well. And I'm going to change this to be thoughts from, well, I'll set the time zone to be GMT. That'll be all right for now. Yep, that's good. We got the metadata section. Let me just save that for a second. Let's have a look at this. So that's Twitter card. That's thoughts from how to code well, Facebook card. So that should be okay. Social media accounts. This is what I'm missing. How to code well. And here we go. This should be how to code well. How to code well. You can't see this. I apologize. Let me save that. Right. So now I've just done that. I'm going to have to rebuild the site again, which is no great shakes. Here we go. I didn't realize those settings were available. And then what this is going to do is it's going to pull what I've just done, hopefully, into GraphQL, which means that hopefully, fingers crossed, those meta things will be fixed. I think that's all I need to do. So we'll wait for that to go. There we go. All right, so I'm going to have a look. I'm going to have a look back into GraphQL. So we'll do this, and that's not the outcome I wanted. I wanted that to be how to code well, and I wanted that to be at how to code well. Maybe there is another setting that I need to play with. That's a bit annoying. Oh, hang on. Maybe it's because it's on an old query. let me just run this. It might be because it's cached or something. I don't know. Let's have a look. No. Oh, hang on a minute. Did any of that save? Oh my god. Some of it did, some of it didn't. Let me try that again. Save. Refresh. Let's have a look. No, that didn't save. Why did that not save? No, it didn't. I've just tried to save it all. And it didn't come through. How? Just try again. Right, let's try that once more. Save that. Right, refresh the page. Alright, that went in this time, and then let's have a look at the metadata. Social accounts, we got how to code well on those things. Right, save again. And then I'm going to rebuild this once more. So weird. I don't know why it didn't save beforehand. And hopefully this will come through and work. I've got to do something about this light. I'm going to just knock down the blinds for a minute. That's going to make it a little darker. I kind of need like a light here, I think. Yeah. Because it's a bit dark. That's very true, Mr. DB303. It's better to have too much functionality in terms of a mixer than not enough. Yeah, very true. It's just... it's very complicated. Like, look at this. Like, look at this. There we go. That. It's just really, really complicated for what I need. I mean, it does its job. It's great. It's great. It's wonderful. I haven't had any problems with it. But it's just a little bit tricky. A lot to get my head around. And you can see my teas and drinks. Yeah, and check out the stickers. I have... my desk is covered. Take the keyboard off. In stickers. Which is awesome. It's odd. I've never been able to do that before. It's cool. Some people do like desk tours or studio tours or whatever. I've never really thought of doing it myself, but maybe I will one day. I've got so much random gear on this desk and everywhere else around. Right. So what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was building this, and then I was trying to work out why this is still saying ghost and try ghost. And it shouldn't be saying that. It should be saying how to code well. And I don't know why. Let's do... Yeah, still try ghost. I don't know why. I do not know why that is saying try ghost, because on Facebook, that's ghost still. It's like it's cached or something, because I can see in the actual content management system, I've changed it. What could be wrong? What could be wrong with that? Let me just take this off a minute and have a little play. I just want to double check a couple of things, some settings. Aha. 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 Okay, I've got a feeling this is running off of the backup version of Ghost, not the another one. Oh, man. Alright, give me a second. Give me a second. I think I've screwed this up. Yeah. Yep. Okay, I will... Alright. I think this is a byproduct. I've... All you need to know is that I've screwed this up. That's all you need to know. Right. Okay. Let's build it again, shall we? Oh dear. So what I'm thinking is happening is that without a slash. Right, what have I broken? Okay, maybe I've broken something on the actual CMS. Unless it's in site config. No, that doesn't have a trailing slash, so I don't know what that's all about. Without a trailing slash. The URL. Something's gone bang. Let me try that again. Didn't like that. Are you gonna like this? Come on. No. That's strange. And I changed. That's it. That's it. I've buggered that up. Okay. All right. 2 seconds. I know I'm not showing any of this on stream, but I am. It's getting there, just very slowly. Let me just change this a second. There's a problem with my configuration. .net, and that should be HTCW. And let's try and rebuild this again. Yeah. So what this was, it was pointing at a different version of Ghost, or no, it was pointing at another thing of Ghost. I'm now pointing it at another site. There we go. It seems to have all gone through okay. So yeah, it's a change. I need to make that change to production, which I will do in just a second. Right, let's have a little noodle again on GraphQL, because that should have, in theory, fixed it. There we go. How to code well. How to code well. Boom. That's it. That's what we wanted. That's what it was. I was just in the wrong site. There we go. So this now should mean. Let's take that. Let's get rid of that. I don't need to be in there or in there. It should now mean that in the head we should have. That doesn't make any sense. Where's the W? But we do have in Twitter URL. That's the site, Twitter site. Why is that the URL? Maybe that's just the way it is. And that's the creator. Okay, these things I'm gonna have to sort out. They're like the icons. But that's weird. Why is that just learn to code with how to code what? What's all that about? Okay. There we go. That should now change. How to code well. Yep. Okay. I'm going to also put www on the end of this, because it's always good to do that. And let's have a little look at let's get back to that site a minute. Just want to double check the configuration again. Metadata, social accounts. Yeah, that should be www. There we go. And what else? Let's see if we can get that icon changed. I might have to do that off stream actually. Okay. Fine. No problem. I will put that down as an issue though. So it's the Twitter image and the OG image need to be changed. These are the publication covers. So I'll mark those as bugs. And I think what I'll do... This is done, right? This is done. We're happy with that. That's gone. That's done. We've got the icon, the favicon to do, but the other ones, the two other ones, are the these are like the cards, the Twitter cards and the Facebook cards. I think what I'll do is I'll create another bug, but I won't put it in this phase. So Facebook cards, publication. And I'll it's that one. I'll just make a note. Jira doesn't do that, does it? Because this is going to take a little bit of time for me to actually build this icon, this image. Okay, right. Yep. Labels, SEO. Front end. I'll relate it to this user story, I think. So no, I won't. No, I won't. And the next one is very similar to this one. It is... Sorry, can't find the thing. It's that one. No. There we go. Where's my tabs gone? There we go. Publication, cover image. All right, so they're two created. They're done. And I haven't got this in this phase, so I might take that in the next phase. I shouldn't really be adding things to this. The next one is the replace favicon with a how to code well favicon. That's the next one. Right, let's bring that back up there for a second. Pesky visitor. So yeah, all right. So we've got the meta descriptions done. I've also done a little bit of work around the actual Twitter URLs and stuff. But the other one, which is probably It's the one that is confusing me the most, and that is the icons, the favicon icons. Because this is the live site. If I go over to here, for instance, that's the live site. It's using, I don't know if you can see, spot there. It's using the ghost icon, and yet this is using the local one. It's using the HTCW icon. So I'm not sure why that is. In here we got site icon, logo in static site directory used for SEO, RSS and app manifest. So this would be in static directory here, and we have a favicon icon here. That is the ghost one, and we have our one, I think. No. Oh well, that's the reason. That is the reason the icons aren't there. Okay. These look like totally different icons, that's fine. Right, so maybe it's a case of discovering the icon and replacing it. But the confusing thing is, why does this browser think that Chrome, why is that our favicon? Where is that coming from? Okay. Icons, /icons. Of course, this would be made if we had a look at the public stuff. So, unless it's in here, no. Where's the public folder? Where's the public folder gone? Apparently there isn't one. That's a little bit strange. I wanted to see what actually was being compiled. There we go. That's the icon. So it's being created. So let's just check this one out. Yeah, there we go. That's what the icon should look like. How to code well. So these are being done. These Apple Touch icons are being done. What about... Yeah. They're good. Yeah. That's a style sheet. So... And I suppose what I could do... actually, it would be this one, wouldn't it? Icons, icon 48. There we go. So that's what's being used. I guess what I could do is have a look at what's going on in the live site. I mean, the code is the same, so I've got no idea why it's different. It's probably a caching thing. But again, we can have a look. We go to this view here. Go into the head. Have a look at this one. It is Ghost. So somewhere down the lines, it's something's happened. Right. Trouble is, it's going to be very difficult to test because it works on the local one and it doesn't work on the live one. Yeah. So we'll never know if it works or not. Wonderful. Classic case of it works on my machine. But where is that being actually saved? because on the local version, I can actually see in the static folder, the images, the icons are old. Not that one, sorry. Logo.svg. Sorry, not what am I talking about? It's the favicons. Is that? I'm just going to check the live site on Safari. Bear with. Safari has a totally different set of favicons. Oh no, I lied. It's still coming back as Ghost. Right. Okay. All right, let me go back to the settings a second. Can't see anything in here that would relate to those particular icons. I've got an icon for like publication icons and stuff like that, but not favy icons. My guess is that somehow this machine has got it cached to use that somehow. And my guess is that what I need to do is replace I need to replace this with our one, and probably this one too. All right, okay, so I guess what I need to do, I mean, as we've got it actually loaded, we could probably pinch it off of the web. Let's pinch it. Let's see what actually happens. So I'm going to grab this one. Well, this one, the largest one. I'm just having a play. Did that save? Where did that go? Oh. All right, we'll put it into where am I? Portal. We'll put it into the portal. Not the podcast, the portal. And it's going into static, isn't it? That's where I'm going. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Hang on a minute. I'm just looking in Finder, and I've got in SRC there is an images folder, and in images there is a favicon. That is the thing that we need. Okay, I'm going to replace. I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to paste that into static. Override. Okay, so perhaps we just don't need to pull it down. Okay. But it's going to be very difficult for me to test this out. What's on the beta site? That's probably a good thing to look at, right? Let me just log into that. Okay, give me a second whilst I log in. Gonna have to do this on another browser, bear with. Okay, give me a second whilst I load some more apps up to make my machine even more slow. Just gonna load up Discord for a second. Give me a sec. Just 2 ticks. Why is that not letting me in? Okay, right. Spelled that wrong. Just doing some secret stuff. Right, okay, so the beta site is still using Ghost. Okay, that's fine. Let's get rid of that for a second. I don't need that on. For some reason, I couldn't get to it through Chrome. Very weird. Just getting a... Capital B. No, it's still giving me a 401. But I can see it on Safari, so that's fine. Okay, give me a sec whilst I just sort all my windows out. I'll be back. Give me a second. Right, what was I doing? Right. It's this. So many tabs. Right. Okay. Should be safe now. Alright, so this is Safari, and we can see that we've got the ghost icon here. It's very small. So I'm thinking, maybe what I should do is just push this to the beta and then use beta as a means of just double checking that that has actually worked. I'll have to refresh the browser cache and everything, but happy to do that. Waddle's asking, am I enjoying using Ghost? Yeah, I am. It's the thing is with Ghost, in the way I've done it, you know, it's not a typical way of doing it, but I'm using Ghost as like a headless CMS just specifically for the blog, nothing else. Which means that you've narrowed down the responsibilities of Ghost to just be what Ghost should be doing, as in just a blog engine, which is nice. It's nice. It then becomes less opinionated, which I really like about it. So yeah, I am enjoying it. I'm enjoying it far more than, say, WordPress, where WordPress could be anything. It's a blog, it's an e-commerce platform, it's a API, it's all sorts of crazy and wonderful things. It's a booking system, it's an invoicing system, it's whatever you want it to be, but because it can have that level of flexibility, when you start adding plugins to WordPress, your plugins start opinionating how you're going to do other things in WordPress, which I'm not a fan of. So I'm super glad that I used Ghost as a means of just dealing with the blog. Because if I imagined just using WordPress for this whole entire thing, then it would change the way I would be dealing with the data. Creating the data schema would be done in the WordPress way rather than in the way it should be. And also, writing blog articles in Ghost is so nice. It's so nice because it's one of those things where it's very what's the word? It's distraction free, right? So you're not worried about any widgets or bells and whistles that other plugins might have. It's very sort of, you're just writing a blog post. That's all I'm going to allow you to do is write a blog post in the easiest, simplest way possible. So yeah, I'm digging it. I really am. I think that was a smart move. Yeah, definitely. Then pulling it through to the website. That's great. I'm glad your senior developer convinced them to use Ghost. Yeah. Definitely. Good plan. Okay, so what am I going to do now? I think what I'm going to do is push this to beta. Just because I want to try out the favicon. But I'll let the beta testers know that it's not test ready. I suppose I could just bung it on staging. That's probably a good idea. No, because staging is because that's going backwards. It should go beta, then staging, then production. I think. I don't know. I'll have to rethink that. There isn't really a hard and fast rule. I haven't got a pipeline yet, so there isn't really anything that's stopping me from putting it on staging. I just need an environment that isn't my local machine. Unless there was a way of testing this locally. So, for instance, the thing that I'm trying to deal with at the moment, see this has a complete, what is that favicon is totally different. What is that about? Hang on, I am confused. No. I want Safari. No, that's not what I wanted you to do. I guess I could have a look in these kind of things and I haven't done this in Safari, so it's not that, is it? This is local storage. It's not storage. It's not sources. Is it network? I'm trying to find the favicon. That's what I'm trying to look for. Can I get it? Can I move this to the bottom? Image, fonts, JS, XHR, sockets. I know in Chrome, like in Chrome here, if I was to refresh this, I can do let's just detach that for a second. In Chrome, I can do like It's network, isn't it? No, it's application, beg your pardon. It's an application, and you can have a look at the manifest. And you can see the actual icons here, but I don't know. Is there a way of flushing the cache for this? Memory. I don't think there is, or not that I'm aware of. Clear storage, cache storage, service workers, yada yada yada. It's not that. I basically want to test, and it's stupid that I'm doing it on Chrome, because on Chrome it was working anyway. I basically want to test the favicons changed, and it's very, very difficult to do this locally because it caches it to the browser. Like that, a favicon, I have no idea where that's coming from. It's different. That's the problem. It's different on both Safari and Chrome. This is a nightmare. Why is something so simple like this, such a small thing, so difficult to actually test? It's ridiculous. Let's get this. Can I move this? Because that's just gonna. There we go. Right. So that's HTCW, and yet it's that icon. It's like a person. What's that all about? So the icon on the browser is not the icon that's actually being pulled through. Brilliant. Why? Let's do a shift refresh. Nope. This is ridiculous. Totally different icons. Totally different. These are all just all... It should be that one, right? Yeah, it's cached somewhere. It's cached somewhere. Let's right, hang on a minute. Give me a sec. This is driving me nuts. Let's just remove my cache. Where would that be? Privacy, manage website data, localhost. Right. Yes. Done. Shift refresh. Oh, come on. It's the same damn icon. I nearly swore. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. This is why I couldn't be a full-time front-end dev. You know, just because there's so much going on with caching it on the front end that just seems such a mystery to me. Right, let's remove that as well. Right, and then let's shift refresh on that. Exactly the same icon. This is a lie. Okay, I've got no idea as to why that icon. I don't even know where that icon comes from. I can't actually see it in any of these things. This is absolutely ridiculous. How has the web got to this point? When you can't even track down where the icon is. Like this icon, it looks like a person. I didn't do that. I didn't build that. I didn't make that. I don't know where it's coming from. If I looked on any of these things like Apple sizes, it's how to code. Well, totally different icon. Totally different icon. If I viewed the source for this, yeah, it's bonkers. Resource has no content. That's a lie. Yeah, so there's something going on with my browser, and it's annoying me. So, alright, let's just try it on Chrome. Because Safari, you suck. Safari, you suck. Right. Shift refresh on that. That's come through. The problem is, that was always there in the first place, and yet it was wrong. This is live. This is development. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to remove a browser cache, or I'm going to at least try to, because apparently when you say to the browser, delete your browser cache, it doesn't actually do that. It keeps all the icons. What am I looking for? I'm looking for cache. Site settings. No, that's not the thing. Cached images and files. Alright, can I do it for a specific website? Advanced. Apparently not. Marvelous. There must be somewhere in Chrome. In Chrome, it appears to only allow you to delete browser history. Oh, sorry, browser data. Cache stuff, cookies and stuff, based on a time frame, not based on per site. That is odd. I don't really want to do all last 24 hours because I'm going to lose things that I kind of need. Oh, come on. Why is this not a thing? Like, surely this should be just... Am I really, truly going to Google how to delete site cache from Chrome? Seriously? I don't know. On your computer, open Chrome. Yeah, okay. At the top right, click on more. Okay, fine. To delete everything. I don't want to delete everything. Of a specific website. Someone's actually... This is a help article. Someone's actually asked this. It's not just me. I want to clear a cache for a specific website in Google Chrome. I'll show you this. This is laughable. I want to clear cache for a specific website in Google Chrome, but I didn't find that option. It only shows me all time, last 24 hours, etc. Right. Open the browser. Open the website you want to click the cache. Press Control F5. Well, I'm on a Mac, so that's not going to happen. Or the developer tools by pressing F12. Once the Chrome Dev Tools, just right-click and refresh. Yada yada yada. This menu gives the option of doing a hard refresh. That's not what I'm after. I've done hard refreshes. I just want to delete everything. For a specific site, first make sure the site is active in the current tab, and then press F5 as described above. Right, so that's just, you're just refreshing the page there. If that won't help, press Shift F5, which will reload the page, ignoring the cache. Again, I've done that. It's not what I'm asking. Clear Chrome entirely by pressing Control Shift. This option will delete the cache and other data. I think we're skirting around the issue of the fact that I can't clear. I'm getting angry now. Right. I'm getting angry because this is supposed to be something that is just obvious, right? So they're saying, and I'll have to do this off stream because I don't want to show like. Grr, this is annoying. Right, I'll show you my pain. This is my pain. All right. So we're in the Chrome settings. If I click clear browser history, or sorry, click browser data, browsing data, all I get is this. All right, that's all I get. I don't get the option to do it in a specific website. It's so frustrating. Like, why? Fine. Thanks for that, Chrome. Thanks for that, Safari. I'll move on to another bug, I think. Oh. Dear. Right. Give me a second whilst I sort out my windows. Because I now have many of them. All in different things. Right, I suppose what I could do is I could just throw this into beta and just hope for the best. This is why I've got a different, like, environment. It's really warm in this office. There we go. That music is not helping my stress levels. Right. Oh, what do I do? What do I do? I'm gonna... Yeah, here we go. I'm going to in here, in there. I'm going to go to the beta branch. So this is so annoying. Why can't I do this? I tell you what I could do, actually. I have a separate machine here, so I could use that to test. That's probably a better idea. But I'll do it off stream, obviously, because I'll be working on another machine. All right, so that solves that. All right, that gets around that issue, because I have another machine, and I can clear that down. Anyway. I'm gonna right. Let me sort the music out first, because that's gonna annoy me. That's better. Okay, let's think. I don't need that open anymore. I don't know where has Jira gone. One of these many thousands of browser tab windows that I now have open. Could it be in here? No. Could it be... That can go as well. I don't need that. Could it be in here? No. Could it be in here? Yes. Okay. All right. Can I link the two? Because... There we go. Okay, good. Right, okay, so replace... I can't really do anything to this until I check it on another machine. So I'm going to leave this. Adjusted the favicon, but cannot test on stream. Okay. Need to test on laptop. Okay, I'll do that tonight. Right. Okay, fix redirection links. I'm going to have to put this back into to-do. Actually, no, I shouldn't be doing that. I shouldn't be going backwards, should I? Let's create a new one called blocked. And put that into there. Alright, so fix redirection of internal links. This one here... this one is a DNS issue, which I'm not even going to try and do, because he will be hearing me swear. Is there? There's a tab in Chrome under Advanced that lets you clear site settings. Then again, you'll probably want to keep those in Chrome. Okay, let me just try that out, right? So in here, let's do this down here. There is a tab called Advanced, which is this one. System, site reset settings. No, I don't really want to do that. Languages, printing, accessibility. Yeah, I think that's kind of a heavy hitter, that one, so I'm not going to do it. But thanks for letting me know. So yeah, the redirection stuff. This is a DNS issue, and it's going to probably make me cry on stream when I try and fix it. So I'm going to do this over a whiskey, I think, because I hate DNS. I really do. It's something to do with the alias. It's bonkers. It really is absolutely bonkers. I'll give you an example, right? So localhost, on a localhost port 8000, and I can click through into these, okay, perfectly fine. So this goes to course PHP control structures. I refresh the page, and it's still there, right? It's still there. However, if I go over to the live site, which is this one, let's get rid of that for a second. Let's click into one of these things, and then I refresh the page. It takes me straight back to the home page. And I've got a feeling it's because of the alias, a DNS alias record. Which is a bit frustrating. I don't really know how to deal with it. Apart from I've read some articles about Route 53 in AWS, which I might use rather than my current sort of DNS setup to get around this. The beta site works perfectly fine, and the reason why I think it's an alias record is because the beta site and the staging site, the sites that are working perfectly acceptable, they're on subdomains, so beta.howtocodewell.net and so on. Whereas this isn't. This is just howtocodewell.net. So, and because it's top level, I'm thinking it's a problem with one of the alias records. That's a stab in the dark. So I'm not going to do it on stream, because I know that that's going to irritate the hell out of me. It's going to be a bunch of trial and error. And I'm probably going to need some alcoholic juice just to calm the nerves. So, and the problem with this is it's live, so, and I can't replicate it. I can't replicate this at all locally because localhost works. Unless, without having the same DNS set up locally than I do on live, I just can't do it. So it's one of those issues that I can't actually replicate. And I'm going to have to just do a lot of reading, a lot of research, and a lot of changing and praying, I guess. So I can't really do this. I'm gonna make this possible DNS issue. Okay, so that kind of leaves us with this, right? So this one here is, as a free user, I want to view all the tutorials in a course. This is the thing. This is the stuff that we are the new feature, right? The feature that we're actually adding to this phase. And some of this has already been created, like the video player works. The list of tutorials are there, although the list isn't great. The description's there, but they're not formatted very well. But I'm going to tackle this one. My courses go to courses page. That should go to link my courses to courses page. So let's just replicate that for a second. Something I can replicate. If we logged in, where it says see all your courses, this is going to go to a page that just says coming soon. Well, that's ridiculous. That's like there's when someone just logs in and they go to there, it's like, oh, okay, so there's no courses on the site. This is silly. So what I'm going to do is change this to be see all courses. And you click that and it's going to go straight to the courses page. Ta-da! So it's a nice quick change, I think. If we go to the templates in if we go to the pages, if we go to accounts and then index, there should be a link here, link account courses. Here we go, see all courses. This should go to courses and this should say see all courses. Right, let's try that. So we go to your account, see all courses, click on this, it should go straight to the courses page. Excellent. Yeah, well that was that done. I guess really as well is in the, if I was to just tweak this a wee bit, if we go to courses, we should also have a little thing down here, see all courses here too. That would probably be good. Let's grab that for a second. Go into courses and then here, let's put that in. Let's see where that's gone. To there. That's not where I want it to be. Let's try and put this into the center. So let's do a div. Class name, text center. Let's have a look. Has that gone? Has that moved? Yeah, there we go. Cool. All right. And then obviously when this is going to be the list of courses that you've registered to. When we do see all courses and we click on our course, let's take that one for instance, that becomes our registration page. That reminds me actually, there's this issue with the dates, with the times. Yeah, we should probably look at that. I should probably record that actually as a bug. Let's how's my tea going? It's cold. I need to grab another one in a minute. That is not what I wanted to do. That's it. Okay. Right. So I'm going to added link to all courses. Fine. Good. And then I guess we should look at that issue. So like if I clicked on this, for instance, I mean there's tons of issues here, right? It looks like a school paint project. This, but this issue here of the times, of the durations, they're not set correctly. I'm pretty sure that they were once, many months ago. They were correct. I'm going to record that as a bug, and I will be fixing it in this sprint because it's part of this page. So let me do that. So first up, this is done. So we fix one thing and then we add another. That's just the way it goes in web development. So tutorial durations are not showing. I'm not gonna faff about with that. That's fine. That'll do. All right. So, where do these things live? They live in the lessons section, templates, lessons, and we're looking for duration here. Somewhere in this file, it's not there. Tutorial menu, here we go. Duration format. Duration format is defined here. So it's defined as an empty string, and then we do a try const, create a new date, get seconds tutorial.duration. I think what I'm going to have to do is a bit of console logging on this. Yeah, let's do console.log of tutorial. Excuse me. So let's go over to here, DevTools. And let's see, can we get this attached? There we go. And if we go to console, aha, this is the issues. Ah, interesting. Failed prop type, invalid prop, tutorials, 0 duration. Of type string, supplied to expected a number. And What was it? It's not a It's not a number. It's a string. So that should be string. Are you gonna rebuild? Cannot make time duration from these things. Did that rebuild? Let's just build it again. Why is it so warm in this office? It's so weird because I'm in a different. Because I moved the desk. It's very weird. I'm not normally staring at this wall. Okay. Okay, right, okay. Cannot make duration from this format. Interestingly enough, I can see that there are longer formats than others, which is a bit weird. Did any of them make? No. No, okay. So this is in the try thing here. Did we ever get that login out? That's in errors. If we go into here, there we go. Let's just pick on one of these things. It would be duration. So we're saying that there is a duration issue here, or a formatting issue. We instantiate a new date object and we set the seconds. Wait. No doubt seconds needs a number, and it's not a number. It's a duration, which is a string. That is why. Okay. If I went up a level and went to courses, because on the actual courses page, like if we went to courses themselves, there is this. This is what we're after. This is what we want to achieve here. So how is that made? Let's have a look at that. Go to the courses card. So yeah, that's set to string, duration string, date format. And the date format here is this. Duration format, post, attributes, replace. Maybe that's what I just need to do. And we're replacing PT and the digit by digit on H and M. So that would be digit, digit, digit. Okay, let's give me a... All right, let's see if that works. We go to... where are my lessons? Tutorial menu. And let's try that instead. So instead of this try and catch, let's just remove that for a second and then put that in. Now obviously this needs to be tutorial, not post. Tutorial attributes duration. Let's see. Hang on. Oh. Okay, right. So let's go and click on one of these. Okay, that's in. That's fine. That's good. That's okay. Next one. And then we cannot read property duration of undefined. Right. Okay. Is it just? Oh no, because I've already passed in the tutorial. So it should just be that, I believe. If you rebuild, please rebuild. There we go. Oh, look. All of those durations are in. There we go. See, that's fixed it. He said copying and pasting code doesn't work. I know it's my code that I'm copying and pasting, but still. Excellent. Okay, I'm chuffed with that. That's good. That's good. I guess I would like that to be on the right-hand side. That would be nice if they were all uniformed on the right. That would be nice, wouldn't it? If we had a look at this outside of, like if we had a look at this, it would be like this. Maybe on the right-hand side. I don't know. Anyway, that's done. I'm glad. Let's get rid of all of this mess. Let's save that. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. And let's go over to here and mark that as done. Favicons are stored in file, users, your username, library application support, Google Chrome, default, are they? I found an instruction on deleting favicons stored in the Chrome. Search for refresh favicons in Chrome. Oh, okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. I will do that after stream, I think. I won't do it on stream. I'll do it after stream, but thank you very much. I appreciate that. That's going to help loads. So, I guess the last thing to do... Well, there's more than one thing, isn't there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4 to do. Is to make this page, excuse me, is to make this page tidier. And there's some real issues with this. One is that the tutorial, what I would like to try and achieve, okay, I would like to have this player at the top on mobile. Let's talk from mobile for a minute. Then underneath you would have the tutorials like this. Then under that you would have the tutorial description, and then you would have various bits and pieces for getting the code, and then watching ad free and other things. I could probably fix all of this, margins and stuff for all of that lot. But the real tricky thing with this page is the fact that the player itself, the video player, it scales. Can you see it scaling? And then when it gets to sort of this point here, it flips to there. And then this scales. And what I would like is for the tutorial list to match the height of the video player. So it would come from here and we would go to about there, right? So at this point here, it's kind of matched the height. But as you can see, it gets smaller for some reason. And then it stays there. And it's tiny. So it's almost like I need some form of media query to push this down. But, oops, sorry. But I can see on here, on this page, there's other issues other problem pain points to deal with. For instance, there should be a margin here between the player and this section, and also like none of this is good. None of this is actually good. So like I do need to go into the CMS and actually update the tutorial descriptions with more than just a single line. So a couple of paragraphs. So I think this is a fixed height, this one. But when we're in mobile view, there is this weird gap here on the left, massive gap here, and then a straight cut here. So I think that's probably what I'll fix first. I'll deal with the mobile stuff first. Once I'm happy with that, I'll then move on to the next. Luckily, this is in Tailwind, so it's fairly painless to adjust these things. So I think we'll deal with that first, right? And I know there isn't really a typical bug for this, but it's this page that I'm trying to address. So let's get rid of that section. Let's just bring it out to here, and then go to View, DevTools, and get this working in an iPhone 5. All right, so then let's find where this lives. P8 LG shadow. Here we go. Padding left 4. That's what we need to remove. So if I remove PL4 from here and ML4, margin left 4, that should be sorted. So let's find that in the actual code. That would be in lessons, and it's this thing here. Now, the trick is that this is actually okay in medium dimensions. So yeah, that's sorted. And then if we were to change this to be, say, just responsive for a second, can I reduce the size of this, increase the size of that? There we go. So now we've got the padding, the margin on the left. This is this margin here down the left. Now, actually, I think this is too big, to be fair. I think if we were to remove that and just have the margin, there we go. That's better. It looks better. Okay, what's this all about? What's this massive gap all about here? If we go to user section, so get the code, which is here, get the code. It doesn't appear to have any kind of, there's margin top 4, but it's within the H2. Margin T20. That might be it. Let's get rid of that for a second. Has that done anything? There we go. Okay, so it's joined. So let's do MT4. That should, hopefully, if it rebuilds. Come on. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's better. So that's looking all right. Other issues are the fact that some of these have rounded corners and some of these aren't. Other issues include the fact that excuse me, the fact that the colors are different. And also this one overlaps, so I'm not sure, like that this should match this. I'm going to that is the color of the background. Let's go to here, and then let's have a look at the color of this one. I think that needs to change. Yeah, there we go. And I'm going to do the same for this one as well. Kind of needs to be the same kind of set of colors. to be honest, which would be in here, I'm guessing. There we go. I don't mind this being a little bit of a different color. It kind of gives it a bit of an accent, which is nice. But this should be the same. Okay, right. Why do we have a padding around here, but we don't on here? Why is there a little bit of an overlap? What's that all about? And I guess this is something that changes, isn't it? If we... No, there seems to always be a padding 4 around that. Let's think. If we were to get rid of... That's the H2. If we were to get rid of... It's not there, is it? It's wherever the YouTube stuff is. Where's that? Out here, isn't it? It's in here. Yeah, P4. Let's get rid of that for a second. There we go. Right. Still there's overlap, right? Still there's a bit of overlap there. So it's almost like this box here is slightly bigger. This is the box down here, and it's got a MD width of 2x3, and this has an MD width of 4x6. I'm guessing this needs to change to 2x3, maybe. Just want to bring it in. Don't know if that actually did anything. Let's get rid of all of this stuff for a second and match it to that MD23. Is this actually doing anything? No. Wonderful. Let's just get rid of this for a second. Right. Could it be that? Could it be the fact that that is padding 8? I'm just playing. I'm just going to remove some bits. It's almost like there needs to be just an extra element to this. It's weird because as soon as it gets to this point, it just goes 100%. Why can't I do... If I think about this in columns, right, you would have one column down here, and then you would have another column down here, and that would match this column. But I want this to wrap around underneath. So, yeah, that's not going to work. this is the problem with design and not being a designer. See, now I've made it worse, so that needs to be the same level. Yeah. I can see this being quite annoying and problematic. I can see the fact that just having this in the middle is probably better, like easier. But I think this, in some way, kind of looks better. If this was the same height, and if that was down to sort of this level. So if we went, on the user section, and if we're gonna have to do MD on that, and sort of MD here. If that jumped down, there we go. There we go. Okay. Apart from that overlapping, it's starting to look a bit better. Let's deal with the rounded corners. This doesn't need to be in a box. I think that boxes are a bit old school. So that should now go rounded. There we go. Now obviously there's a problem here, because if we go to mobile view like that, then you've got the fact that it's not actually technically in a box as a rounded box. So what we need to do is only allow that for MD. So there we go. And the same for this one. Oops. Did that change? Oh, hang on a minute. No, actually, this doesn't matter, does it? I wonder if we can get rid of this div. Let's try it. Less divs are better divs. Yeah, that's better. How does it look like on an iPad? Because like I imagine a lot of people will be looking at this on an iPad. iPad Pro. Or some tablet. That's not so bad. I wouldn't mind that being in the middle though. Anyway, let's just focus on iPhone and desktop for now. So these user boxes, if we clicked in the user section, where it says something like rounded LG, and we need to do MD on these. So they're straight. That's good. And I'm also going to do a margin on this one too. Actually, no. Maybe I could just get away with like maybe I can get away with doing that as MD. So only, so that should bring that up. but also having like border T white. Is that gonna bring a... Have I just made that up? I think I have. Let's go to the Tailwind site, Tailwind CSS, and we're looking for border top. BT, border T 4. Border T 4. I'm just using this as an example. And then border teal 500. So what's going to happen here is we'll have a line across. Now, obviously, I don't want it in teal, but I probably do want to have like a gray. Or let's just do pink, because it's a pink site. That's better. And let's just do this for so if we did MD border none, then it should disappear. If we go to responsive and we drag this down to something that is decent, so like here, we got a pink line, and then if we drag this out, we don't. We have boxes. Awesome. No worries, Mr. DB303. Take care. Have a good day. Thank you for joining. I'm going to do this with the split up here. So this one, sorry, this one up here. There we go. Excellent. Now, I think what's happened with the height, I think that needs to be removed. There we go. That's looking better. That's looking miles better already. I mean, the text is a bit big in my opinion. Yeah, let me see what if we go to, say, the books template, page title. This is kind of like what the H1 should be. So let's do the same thing in here, but obviously not text center. But let's have a look. Does that change? There we go. HTML. That's not actually that bad, especially for mobile. I mean, this is huge, but what does it look like? Yeah, I'm not happy with that. Let's take out text center. That should, here we go. And we will grab that, put that in here, and change that to 1XL. Or just XL. There's slightly better, isn't it? I reckon. Okay, so there's a couple of things still wrong. Obviously, this needs to... I don't know how to do this. Make this the same height as this. And this is going to increase by the size of the description. So there'll always be a little gap. It won't always match up, which I'm okay with. I think when we get to the point of premium users, it will know that you're a premium user, and so it will have code, it will have other bits like comments and stuff here. So this is only a streamed down version. Yeah, I mean, one could argue, why don't we increase this to be full width? This box here, full width, and then have 2 boxes, get the code and watch ad free. Because when you're premium, that box that watch ad free will not be there, and in its replacement will be the code. I haven't quite worked out yet whether the code is going to be like actually on the screen, or that would be so cool if it was on the screen, or a download, or both. Ooh. Right. Okay. Let's I think that would flow better, I think that would flow better. Let's do that. So this is going to go full screen, full width, this box, and then these 2 are going to go underneath, sort of side by side. So that would be here, right? So we've got 2 by 3. So 2 boxes in a third. And then this here, can we get rid of that for a second? Right, hang on. This means that it's not actually flex, so there we go. Now we're talking. And I guess that would just shrink up, right? Yeah, just shrink up. That's fine. So now we're in this realm. So in fact, actually, if we think about it, there's no need for this div, which covers this and this. It's this point, isn't it? Yeah. So that can go. And it's this section here. So this needs to be... In fact, let's get rid of this as well. There we go. And in the user section, excuse me, there is a div that wraps... No, that's per user, isn't it? It's per thing. So yeah, we would need to have a div around here. This would be flex and MC4 just to bring it out, and only MT4. And then we go into here, and we've got one div, and then we've got another div. Okay, so this would be 1/2, MD, obviously. And this would be MD 1/2 as well, in width. Okay, and then we would have probably M4. ML. Oh, sorry. ML0. Okay. And MT0. MR. Is that going to jump up? Come on. Jump up. Why aren't you jumping up? What's going on here? Why is there a gap? That's not on. Why is there a gap here? That's not helping. I thought we got rid of that. MD. Ah, wait. Is that? And does that mean that there's one rogueness here? No. Okay. There we go. There we go. It's a bit of a gap there. It's like gappy teeth. So let's do what happens if I remove that one? No, let's not do that. Let's do, I should have just done MX4, right? That would have solved all of my issues. Or perhaps not. And in fact, that should be M2. And that should be M2. That's better. Yeah, that's a bit better, isn't it? There's a bit of an overhang here. But let's get this down. Ah, right. I see. That's not what I wanted. Although that does look pretty cool, but that's not what I wanted. I need to do flex wrap, don't I? There we go. But then again, that's broken that out, so no, we don't need to do that. What we do need to do, flex, come on, is flex none. Yes, flex none on here. MD flex, so it's not a flex when we're in the middle. There we go, that's better. So I just turned it off, flex none, and then when we're in MD mode, we then go to flex. So it then spans it to here, and there we go. Okay, that's looking a little bit better, I think. Oh look. Oh, I was going to say, oh look, that the height of this has been adjusted, but no. So if we could make this the same height as that, then that would be brilliant. Like that would just, I would just be amazed. That would make my day. I'm just not sure about this. It just looks a little bit. Okay, I'll deal with that in a minute. This is too big. This text is far too big. So if we go over to the tutorial menu, where is it? Is it this one here? Let's change that to Excel. There we go. That's a bit better. Because if I was to change this, we would then change the text in the middle. It tells you where you are, like 7 of 7, and so forth. How am I going to get this down? How am I going to get this down? How am I going to get this down to the here? I have no idea. I don't know. I was trying everything, like defining the height. Ah, hang on a minute. Is that just a happy accident? Did I just do that? Oh, no. That was a happy accident. Because now I haven't defined the height, you see. It's not actually... So this is, from at this point, is huge. So I guess I could try that. Whoops. But I don't really know. To be honest with you, I'm not entirely sure why it's not adhering to that. It's like... The thing is, this is using like this embed responsive stuff, and it's got padding top of 56.25%. It's all about aspect ratio. And I've got a feeling it's not it's kind of manipulating this as well, or this is not being manipulated by that, I should say. Like for instance, position absolute, top 0, left 0, bottom 0, height is 100%. And it's defined by the aspect ratio. Maybe I need to put the 56% on here. Is that actually defined in code? Let's have a look. Or is this something that gets manipulated? So if we go to styles and layout.css, somewhere in here is somewhere. I'm looking for this aspect ratio. Come on. Where is this being defined? Base CSS 30. That doesn't help me at all. Tailwind aspect ratio. Require tailwind aspect ratio. Is it here? I didn't think it was a tailwind thing. I thought it was something that I did. So I'll look for embed responsive. That's so weird. Where are these? Where is this coming from? post CSS, tailwind JS, aspect ratios 16 by 9. I'm wondering if it's that. I'm wondering if it's that. And I'm wondering if that's been... Anyway, if I was to change this to something else, like if I was to change this to 20%, right. Okay, let's see if I can hack on this for a second. If we go to user section and go into, sorry, not there, beg your pardon. If I go into the tutorials, take out this for a second, and then do style, and I believe it is height, and we give the height of 56.25%. on this box. Has that changed anything? Let's just grab that for a second. No, it hasn't. What about... Hang on, I don't think I've done this right. Does it need to be in single quotes? Like that? No. That's the thing I'm dealing with. No, it's not. It's it's that, isn't it? MD. Yeah, it's not even here. Sorry. It's lessons, and it's this stuff. Let's get rid of this for a minute, all the XLs and the LGs and everything. Let's just get rid of that for a second. Okay. And also let's just we could just get rid of the div there. Okay, so now if we go to tutorial menu, it's that. It's this here. Okay, yeah. Okay, so that's that's better. And then this isn't. As this shrinks, that doesn't do anything. I can't, yeah. It's so annoying. Let's change this to be, let's come out of this for a second. Alright, so that's how it is by default. I've lost the ability to scroll that down, and I've lost the width of this, which I think is what I did with the moving the W stuff. Let's change. If I was to just play with this for a second, it's like 80%. Does that do anything? 80%. Does that change anything at all? No. Isn't it the size? Isn't it this? Doesn't this need to be 100% to match this? I mean, and then don't we need like something like position? I mean, this is going to kill it, right? This is going to absolutely kill it. Oh, string. But still, the thing that I'm confused with is still not the same, like, height, right? That's the thing that's confusing me. Hang on a minute. Is there only 7? Ah, wait. Yeah, there's only 7. There's only 7 tutorials in this. So there's only going to be that. It's only going to be that high. Right. Let's pick on a course that has more than that. Say Docker for beginners, right? Or Linux Bash for beginners. It's 15 tutorials. Right. Okay. Well, this is popped right out of that. I kind of wanted it to stop here. So yeah, that didn't work. Hey, Liquid Oxygen. You went hiking, nice. Nice. Hiking's really good. I do enjoy that. Exploring and finding areas that you didn't think existed, didn't know existed. And if you do it on a nice day, it's great. Take your time. Get some fresh air. Us coders don't get enough of that. So I'm having fun with CSS. And Liquid Oxygen, I should say, I've changed my office around, so hence why the light isn't great. And I'll give you a little bit of a tour. So, that's obviously the back door. Welcome to the back door. But that is the rack with a patch panel in there at the moment, and a PDU, and a lot of pink cables, because you know my like for the colour. There's a load of kit that's still yet to go in there, but and obviously none of this is running, but that's that. And then this is obviously my desk. So that's the mixer. Random bits and pieces, and then this here is my desk, full of stickers. Full of stickers. Whoop whoop. Yeah. Yeah. I at some point I'm going to do a little video just to show where things are, like on the tools I use, I think. But it's interesting that I'm here. Like, normally I would be stood sort of in this way, speaking to the window. I'm speaking to the wall, and it actually gives me a lot more room to maneuver, which is great. Mixes it up a bit. Anyway, I'm blagging for time because I have no idea how to solve this issue. Yeah, the setup's good. I mean, I literally only got it sorted like an hour before the stream, so because it was full of junk. The plan, right? I don't know if you can see, but that's where the elephants are, and there's the printer, and under there, I don't know if you can see, but that's like a little sort of set of boxes. There's like 1, 2, 3. There's 9 sort of little box-shaped things I could put things in, and we're getting rid of that whole unit, which means that the rack can turn on its side, and it's going to be on a little table. It's going to be a bit higher, and I'm hoping that it's going to be on that side of that wall, and we're going to put some LEDs, a light strip in there, and I'm hoping that you'll be able to see it in the videos, because I think that would be awesome. Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good, and also obviously the flashing lights from of the rack and stuff, with the switches and the firewall and the hard drives. They've got a NAS to go in there. Yeah, it's one of those projects that it's going to take years. I've always wanted my own rack in the office, a server rack, server cabinet. The tricky part is going to is going to somehow get the internet from downstairs up here, up into the office. So I'm gonna have to cut a hole in the ceiling to pass the cables up, and I've got some Cat 6 that I'm going to use, and I guess the plan is to come out, go up the ceiling, and then cut a hole through the ceiling, which will come through this floor, and then attach to this. And then the plan is that the cables that come out of the rack are going to go up the wall into the attic, and then hopefully the plan, I don't know if this is going to work, is then the cables are then going to be distributed. There's going to be a switch up there, and then it's going to go off to various different rooms. But that's an ideal plan. The first step is just to get better internet into this office. Yeah, believe it or not, this the stuff that I've got set up here, which is why I think some of the times the internet drops, the stream drops, the bitrate goes down. So I'm actually running the internet through the power lines to get around the fact that the router is downstairs and not upstairs in the office. So I've got one of those power line adapters from the router into the electric circuit, and then I've got another power line adapter under this desk that connects to a router in this office, and then the router then has its own little network specifically for this office. And I think it's the power lines that are flaky. So the idea is to get a hard wire from the router downstairs and actually do it properly. Get it up into here, and then use this as the distribution point for putting the internet in other rooms. That's the plan. That's the goal. Unfortunately, I don't really have a choice in where the router is. It's downstairs and it can't be moved. which is annoying. Yeah, those power line, they're great and everything, but it's just, I just don't trust them. Like, yeah. Also, I think it's going to make my audio sound better, and I know that sounds a bit weird, but I think that because it's going through the power line, sometimes my headphones picks up static because there's so much going through the power. I need to get like a cloud filter or something to filter out the static. I could hear the static again. Yeah, it's daft. I don't know why they did it. It was almost like, it feels like it was like one of these sort of last minute decisions. I will just put the router down there, it'll be fine. You know. Yeah, which kind of sucks. If I had my way, I would be putting patch panels in every room. and then it'll be up to you where you want to put the cables. But yeah, that didn't happen. So this is going to be problematic. Basically, I want this to be a scrollable scroll bar thingy. You know what that means? Hidden overflow hidden on the Y coordinate. And I want this to be the same height as this in this corner. And this is the thing that I've been fighting with for days. Sort of in the evenings, just trying to get this over here. It's so annoying. Well, just to get the height done. Okay. Let's get rid of that for a second. So it will get over into this side. Okay, fine. Now we need to somehow adjust the size of this, and I try to do height. Can we do max height? I really have no clue in terms of this. I know a CSS person, someone who deals in the front end, would probably be screaming at me right now, because it would probably be very straightforward for someone who knows what they're doing. Height's not being, max height and height isn't even being adhered to. Even though it's that, and this is the parent, which is that one. So I think, in fact, I'm doing this in the wrong div. That's the div for all of it. That's the parent div. That is the div for the left-hand side. And then this, no, I am doing it on the right div. Yeah, I am doing it on the right div. Okay. I'm just going to get rid of that. And we're just going to put in H24. Right, so it's popping out of there. Right, okay. That should be overflow. Hang on, let's get rid of that for a second. And then let's change that to be, there's no need for X. Overflow Y is scroll. Okay. Cute. Okay. Okay, let's change that again to be style. This is the problem I got with CSS. There's a lot of trial and error, or at least with me, because it's not blatantly obvious. And we're going to go with 56 again, 56.25%. And this is because of the aspect ratio. I just want to see if that does anything. No, it doesn't. Okay, let's drop that down to 20%. Does that do anything whatsoever? No. Unless this is just not the right way of doing style in React. CSS properties style. That's not what I'm looking for. Yes, I know inline styles are bad, but shoot me. Passing class name property will pass the class name properties. Yes, you can. Aha, right. Click on there. So style is div style. Div style is color and background image, and it's like. I've gone too far, haven't I? Like I could see it there. Style is equal, so it's a thing, right? But why isn't it adhering to it? Okay, so it adheres to a 0. I can change the pixels, but I can't seem to adjust the this. What about like giving it a relative position? No. Giving it an absolute position. Aha, right, so that works. And if we were to go by the percentage of the size of this, it would be 56.25. Interesting. Right, so I can't do this in relative. I have to do this absolute. Right, okay. Right, 0. There we go. This is getting better. Okay, let's just bump this up to 57%. Right, now let's play. Now we can play. So let's... Because the trick is that I want to keep... See, I want to keep the height of this to be the same height of that. It's not working, is it? I mean, it's better. It's better than it ever has been. I think I just need to work on those percentages, to be honest. Let's do 56.25. No, let's do... I mean, that just doesn't look good. Is this actually doing a thing, anything at all? 52. 53. 51. 50. 51.5. Okay, all right, 51.5. It's just not good on the small screen. Let's try and change this to be iPhone 5. Right, so we know that that works. We know that that's good. Let's change that to iPhone 6 again. Let's try that on iPad. That's terrible. That's terrible. It's like it's popping out of that div here. And the reason why I'm doing it as percentage is because I'm trying to match the percentage of this embedded player, which has come out of the here 56.25%. So if I change that, it disappears. Maybe that's what I need. Yeah, maybe that's what I need. Let me think. Let's get rid of the inline style for a second, and let's take a look and see if I can give. I'm just going to try and give the same classes, which is this. I don't know if this is going to work. Probably not, but we'll see. To the tutorial menu. And then we wait, and it doesn't appear because it's broken. Which is that. Right, so let's take out. Nope. Come on. Okay. No, that's too. I mean, that's too big. Is it going to disappear now? Yeah, I'm having. This has basically been my stream for the past sort of hour. It's how do I get this to match the height of that? There is a parent container. Yes, there is a parent container. It is, if I go to the lessons, it's this one here. So we've got, so that's the YouTube embedder, and then this is the tutorial. In fact, let's just make this a little bit easier. So it's just that, right? So we've got the YouTube, and then we've got the tutorial menu, and then this is the parent. And that has broken it. Let's put that back. Wait, hang on a minute. That's got high auto. Let's just put that in. So I'm going to grab that, and I'm going to paste that into here, and we're just going to take out that this here. Okay, that's never a good thing to see. What have I done? What have I broken? That's fine. Div, class name, that, and then this div here is generic to what? That closes that down. Ah, right. Okay. It needs to be... I see. It needs to be in here. There we go. Right. Okay. Okay. All right. So they're now sort of... So this is the parent, right? And then there's these children. We got 1 and we got 2. They're both height auto. Excuse me. The difference with this one is that it has, the embed responsive and aspect ratio 16:9, which means that I can, let's go to responsive here. It means that this is going to keep the aspect ratio, right, when I drag it, which is great. This is exactly what I want to do. But as I do this, I want this to expand and contract to the limit of this, because I don't want a massive gap here. That's what I'm trying to avoid. So when it's like, at this point, we should only be seeing these sort of 3, 4 tutorials, and this being scrollable. That's kind of the goal. For the div around the tutorial menu, add max height 100% so it won't run past the parent container. Okay. So I think that would be if I had a look at the Tailwind docs. So height. We're looking for 100% height, which is, or is it, no, max height. Max height. Max height. Which would be max H full. So we can get rid of that and put that in. I see. Okay, so so there we go. That's max height. So we've got max height 100% around that. Unless it needs to go one up. No, it is there. So I'm not sure why it's being pushed down. It's like... Let's get rid of that for a second. Let's just get rid of anything that could interfere with the height. Doesn't appear to be doing what I'm asking it to do. So that's the left one. So that's the left one and that's the right one. We have that on height auto and we've got that on height 100%. So that would be auto height, and then this is max height. Yeah, I know. It's bizarre. I'm gonna revert back to my style, I think, and hack it up. So max height on here, I'm going to set this to 5650. Let's do it in a string. I mean, I know that this isn't the right thing to do, but I just want to. Is this going to do anything? I think it needs to be absolute position for the height to be adhered to. So let's do position. Okay. No. I don't know. I'm unsure. That's the max height. Nope, none of this is actually doing a thing, so I'm so confused. It's so bizarre. 200 pixels. Anything. This is it's going to be one of those stupid little things, isn't it? It's going to be one of those sort of, oh yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. Why didn't you think of that? Why didn't you think of that? That was obvious. It's an obvious thing. Okay, and then height. Okay, right. Okay, I see. So the actual thing within it is not adhering. And nope. I was thinking I could do some little hacks. Yeah, it's like when you're looking for your keys, definitely. Yeah, of course it was there. Of course, now I remember. Yeah. This kind of makes me feel like it's something to do with the positioning. No. Nope. fact that there's still that red bar, it's not containing all the stuff inside. Right, let me think about this for a second. I've got a tutorial in here. This is the parent div of the actual tutorial component. And in lessons, this is it's not anything to do with the display, is it? No. What if that was 100%? Okay, so if that was 100%, that doesn't seem to be. That's weird. Okay, it seems to only adhere to the position, to the height, if it's absolute. But it's not. It's the block behind it, or the parent. It's not controlling the stuff within it, which is annoying, as I'm sure you know. So even if the height was at 20%, position was relative by default, then that would still be down here. So, okay, let me think. I think the position needs to be dealt with here, and then down in here we need to have the actual height. Okay, so in here we should do max H full. Let's just refresh. And then I can just hear in my head CSS gurus screaming at me. What are you doing? No, and height of 20%. Are you going to? No, great. That's not going to work, is it? No. What I was thinking of doing there was that this would be a height of 20%, the parent, and then the child would be a 100% max height, 100%. But no, I was wrong. CSS is so difficult, so difficult. I feel like I need to draw this on paper. Like, I feel like I need to actually come away from the screen and get my crayons out and draw on paper blocks. This is the problem when you're using so many divs like this. And it's, I mean, no disrespect, but it's also a problem when you use these frameworks and these libraries like Tailwind. It's just the fact that the utilities, they only work well when you know what the utilities are doing and together. So yeah, it's an extra. That's precisely what I was trying to get to. It's an extra layer of complexity. The thing is, this should be so easy. This should be so easy. All right, let's forget about Tailwind for now, and let's think about. Let's just Google. Because then when you're Googling it, you're actually putting down in words what it is that you're trying to achieve. And I am trying to get my child element to have the same height as the parent element. That's what I'm trying to do. And the parent element is defined, the parent element's height is defined by another child element. Because if you think about it like this, this here. Let's just get rid of the, let's just refresh. Right, so, okay, so we've got an element, we've got a parent element box that goes all the way around this. And then we've got these two in here. So we've got one and then we've got two, okay. This has a percentage-based height because this deals with the aspect ratio. This, on the other hand, doesn't. And I would like this to adhere to the height of this and then have scrollableness. So therefore it would make sense to have this, to have the max height set to 100%. Or the height to just be 100% of the parent. But the parent needs to have the height of this. Yeah, so I've probably now just over confused myself now. So if we go into Google, let's just say so CSS, you can see I've done this before. Match min height to another div, match height of the smallest div, match height of two divs. Yeah, you can see I've done this. I've been pulling my hair out on this one for a while. So CSS, let's do max height. Max height of parent. Because I think you were onto something there, Liquid Oxygen. Child with max height overflows parent. That's essentially what we're looking at, right? This was done in January, 7 years ago, 8 months. Marvelous. So you can tell that this is one of those things. So you've got your container. You're setting your container to having a max height of 200, and you've got your okay. If the parent is given an explicit height, say this, does anyone know why the child would not honor the max height of its parent in the first place? In the first example, when you specify a percentage for max height on the child, it's percentage of the parent's actual height, not the parent's height. It's the percentage of the parent's actual height, not the parent's max height. Oddly enough, the same applies to max width. So when you don't specify an explicit height on the parent, then there's no base height for the child max height to be calculated from. So max height computes to none. So, I mean, I don't know if this is the right thing, but just reading this makes me feel like CSS is just so difficult. So when you don't specify an explicit height on the parent, because this is one of those things that you just won't know. Nobody teaches you this. So when you don't specify an explicit height on the parent, then there's no height for the child's max height to be calculated from. So max height computes to none, allowing the child to be as tall as possible. The only other constraint acting on the child now is the max width. Yeah, we're not worrying about that. When you don't specify an explicit height for the parent, then the child knows it has to be at most 100% of the explicit height. So are we saying that we need to set a max height or a height on the parent? Is that what we're saying? Ah, jeez. Like, what? I'm glad you understand that liquid oxygen. I'm going to take a couple of more times to reread this. So when you don't specify an explicit height, when you specify a percentage for max height on a child, okay, so let's think about it from my point of view. So when you don't specify a max height on the child, so like this, for instance. When you specify a percentage for max height on the child, it's percentage of the parent's actual height, not the parent's max height. But is this what I'm doing? So when you don't specify an explicit height on the parent, okay, right, when you don't specify an explicit height on the parent, which we haven't done, then there's no base height for the child's max height. I gotcha. Okay, my brain is now in sync. All right, so because we haven't specified a height on the parent, there is no baseline for the child to know what the max height should be. Right, okay, that actually does make sense, and therefore it computes to none. That actually does make sense. Who is this person? Thank you very much. Bolt Clock answered in January 2013. The only other constraint acting on the child now is max width. Okay, well, let's not worry about the max width because that's fine. So I think, are we saying that the solution here is that we need to have an explicit height on the parent, which would be this one? Is that what we're saying? So if we had this set to, let's get rid of this for a minute. Let's just get out of that component. Let's just deal with this stuff in here, right? So if that was max height full, and then here we had this set to height, I don't know, let's do this through the style, just so we can control it. Let's do height of, I don't know, 300 pixels. Let's just make something up. So we're explicitly saying this is 300 pixels in height. Let's have a little look. Not what I was after. What if we did this was 100%? What if that was the same percentage as... No. I'm back to this whole craziness, aren't I? 200 pixels. So you can see it's being pushed down or pushed up, but then this isn't working. Yeah, just something that will evaluate to something so that the child can then compute its own max height based on it, on each parent. On the child element, yes, I did. Max height is full. So I tell you what, let's. Sorry, Tailwind, we will get to you, but let's just deal with this for a second. Max height. That is 100%, right? That's what we want to try and achieve. Oops. And I'll do the same on here. Let's get rid of that. So they're both at 100% max height. This is set to 200 pixels. And if I refresh, you can see the tiny small space there, but these aren't adhering to it. There's nothing else that is... No, there's no like positioning or anything daft on this one. I've removed all that. Yeah, because this is React, you need to kind of do it like this. Because this will do this will compute it down to max height, hyphen height, 100%. So you can see it being like that. That's 100% there. And then I guess let's just put this down on the other side because this is gonna drive me nuts. Let's put this underneath for a second, just so we can play with this for a second. Right, so we got max height there and we've got max height here. They're both set at 100%. You can see them, you can actually see, but it's the stuff inside them. They're just not adhering to it. So I'm wondering if we need to put in a sort of a height in there. Yeah, it's using React, so it's a yeah. Right. So I'm guessing there's an issue with this now. That's not what I wanted to do. No. Nope. I could change that to be, I don't know. Nope, that's not going to work either. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think of, trying to achieve. So we've got that's the parent. These are the children. Why is this so difficult? It shouldn't be this difficult. So we've got the red thing that goes across, and if we were to span this out to say 500 pixels, you'll be able to see it. So that's the explicit height that we've set here. And yet this here, which is set on the max height, isn't adhering to that. If I was to change that to be 200 pixels, that's not going to change either. So change that to height rather than max height. No. No. Change that to absolute, and that's not going to do anything. This is so annoying. So annoying. Right. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Can you see that this max height here has been set to the max height of this, right? So if I was to change the parent to, say, I don't know, 300, right? There we go. So it's now... So it's the stuff that's out inside it, it's pushing it out, and I don't understand why. I just don't understand. Like, why would... Is it because there's, hang on a minute. Is it because I need to set the overflow? Right, hang on. Overflow, Y, is scroll. No, I'm thinking of Tailwind. Sorry. Overflow X, scroll. Overflow Y. Overflow Y. Scroll. Yay! I think we've done it. I think we may have just done it. I think... Because that is now... So if we changed the... I'm so excited. If we change this to be, let's say, 200 pixels. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. So if we were to change the height, we need to set this height to be the same height as that. Which I believe... yeah, no, that's not gonna work. Right, so, okay, so we can... So I need to somehow work that out. 300 pixels is close. It's gonna be different for when that's the problem, because it's using that stuff for the aspect ratios. It keeps the height and the width to the correct aspect ratio. So I don't know how I'm going to handle that, unless I was to do something with like media queries to say at the various different sizes this jumps down. Yeah, so I can't really do pixels. I can't do pixels. I can only do percentages or screen sizes. So you mean changing this as a percentage? So let's say this was. Let's go for 80% on here. Let's knock that down to, and then if we bring that down, see it's gonna, yeah. See, I can't do that. It needs to match. I got a feeling I'm gonna have to use media queries. I don't think there's any way around it. I mean, this is fine. iPhone's fine. It's just it's when we get to this point here, and we have different screen sizes. Because this is using that aspect ratio. Yeah. Anyway, let's just let's get this in the code, because I put it in here. So what did we do? We had max height set to 100% for the children. So that's correct. We then set this explicitly, and we had that set to 500. I mean, we're not going to change it because it'll hot reload. Was that all we did? Let's change that to 500, and then we set this to have a background color. Background color, and that was like red. I'm gonna have to put all CSS and JavaScript. And then this was like blue. Yeah. Right. Let's refresh a minute. And the other thing was we had to set the overflow, didn't we? That was the key. I don't know how to do this in would it just be that? I don't know. No. Yes, that is the thing. Okay, fair enough. I guessed that. Overflow Y. Okay. Okay, so that's okay. It's just the fact that when the widths change, okay, so what about getting the height of this to match the blue? Because that would solve it, right? That would solve it. If we were to force this into there, and the reason why it's not doing that is because of the fact that they do have, if we come out of that iframe, it's got these embedded classes in, which is the aspect ratio, and also we've got like I thought we had like a absolute positioning. I think is going to cause it pain. I don't understand why getting rid of that why would padding top of 56? This is like a little hacky way of getting the aspect ratio in, but 16:9. I'm wondering maybe we need to put this actually in its own little div. This thing, which I'm wondering if we need to do div class class name and in there. I'm wondering if this needs to have let's do style. I'm wondering if that needs to adhere to the height. We got max height of 100%. I'm just guessing here, but what if we did height of 100%? So that will be 100% of the max heights of that. I don't know if this is going to work. Probably won't. No, don't be silly, Pete. Don't be silly. That was just a complete miscalculation there. And what if that was a... what if we... I'm just hacking on this now. Of course that's not going to work. No, definitely not. Okay, right. I was thinking maybe we could put a box around here which then forces it into a specific set of dimensions. But no. I don't feel like... I've got this solved, and I've got the max height of the blue and the red solved. It's just getting this stupid thing to work. If I was to get rid of all of this, like all the CSS, it's just that, right? It's just that. So we've got rid of all of the craziness. If and then let's get rid of what I've just put in here, because that doesn't make any sense either. So there's a div, and is there a div there? Okay. If we grabbed that, which was, say, this one, and then gave this height of 100%, is that going to do anything? No. Does it actually have, on the iframe, does it have any... No, it doesn't. It doesn't have a height or a width on the iframe. Okay, what if that was... I think I need to do that on the actual iframe itself, because you're pushing that up. Yeah, no, I don't know. I've got no idea. Let's put that back to what it was. No, that needs to be height. I don't understand it. I just don't follow. Like, this is the little workaround, giving it padding top 56.25%. And you do that in the div that surrounds the iframe. And then on the iframe, you give the height of 100% and the width of 100%. But that's not helping me. Hence why I was thinking of putting a div around it to contain. But I don't know. It's 18:18, mind. I do need to go and get my dinner. So yeah, I don't know. This is a head scratcher. This is one of those stupid things that I'm sure it's gonna be so simple, so simple. I just can't get it sorted today. Unfortunately, we have got lots of other things done today. We managed loads of stuff. Another issue is that DNS thing that I'm gonna have to bash my head against the wall on that one. But again, it's going to be one of those small config changes. I'm pretty sure, but I just don't understand the reason why those links weren't working. Once we've got this thing done, once that's done, right? Once that's sorted and in line and everything, then I think we're pretty much ready to go, because that's the video player done. The list of tutorials kind of hangs off of that. The descriptions are stuff that I'm going to be adding into the content management system. So that really isn't anything that I can do on stream. It's just sort of going through and adding copy, really. And then the acceptance tests, I guess, is something that we can do on stream. So writing some tests to actually make sure that the pages are being displayed correctly. That would be nice. Do some jest tests. That'd be good, with maybe some cucumber. And then we'll be ready to go. Oh yes, this icon thing that I need to deal with, that was another issue with the browser, but I'm going to do that on another machine where I can actually clean it down. Yeah. Cool. I'm going to get my my Sunday dinner. So yeah, thank you very much for watching me struggle. Thank you very much, Liquid Oxygen, for helping me out and giving me some suggestions and some tips. And we went down that rabbit hole, but I think this does make sense. You know, the max height needs to have an explicit height based on the parents. That just makes sense, actually. It's just a case of trying to get this thing to adhere to that. Anyway, thank you ever so much for watching. Happy coding, everybody, and take care. See you again soon. Cheers. Bye bye.